The land of Palestine is actually a very dusty land. There are only two seasons there. There is the rainy season, which begins in the late fall and ends in early spring. Then there is the dry season, which begins and everything becomes hot and dusty and dry. While this dusty character of the land of Palestine is actually reflected in today's video. Now, the custom of foot washing was not only a courteous but also a practical gesture, and into that dusty land that Jesus sent his disciples to buy, if a community rejected them, they were to shake the dust from their feet. Now, that was a symbolic action again. But more than that, it was really a healing action for those disciples. And in that healing action, we have a clue into life's experiences of failures and how we deal with failures. Shake the dust off your feet, Jesus said. Let's first consider how we get dust on ourselves and in our lives. Well, we get some dust by walking through life. Life is not always smooth sailing. To live and to try is to experience some degree of failure. All of life is really a mixture of successes and failures. I think another way we get dust on ourselves is by falling down. Sometimes there can be a rather painful experience. You lose your job, you go bankrupt in your business, your home breaks up, your children go wrong. That kind of failure can be devastating. Sometimes we get dust on ourselves by just sitting in the middle of the road and doing nothing. We just quit. We stop trying. Perhaps that is the most tragic kind of failure of all. Now let's take a look at what dust does to us. Well, for one thing, dust accumulates. Take a look at your homes. If you don't dust, it just doesn't go away. It stays there. It accumulates. And the same is true with life. If we let it, the dust of our lives just accumulates and gets higher and higher till it colors and covers everything that we are and everything that we do now. Let's consider just one final thing. How do we deal with the dust of failure? Well, the first thing we should do is learn from it. And once we have done that, we need to leave it behind to shake off the dust. So to speak, the next thing is to try again. Jesus said, "Go to the next village." That translates, forget your failures and keep going and move on. My friends, the bottom line is this. Failures do not have to be fatal or final. Jesus said, shake the dust from your feet and then go on.